Say hello to the people.
Okay, what's up? Hi. Yeah. Yes, God, yes. Yes. Is that how our personality's supposed to be? Every day is a good day. Here in Wonderland, Candyland, skipping through the fields. You gotta look at me, James.
I can't look at you when you're like that. Like and subscribe. We got Cody.
Sorry, we're trying to be genuine. I'm not gonna act like some...
I'm not gonna do that.
The reason why I'm so upset, you're probably upset for the same reason. We're trying to get help for our channel. And we had people, I'm not gonna name the name, because I don't want to destroy somebody's business.
Joshua, no, I don't even know that's his name.
We're trying to collab with him, thanks.
Who? Oh, that's right, that guy's name is Josh, I forgot about that.
Good job.
It's not him, he doesn't even know anyway.
But we're trying to get collabs going, we're trying to get help, and all we had people do was just tell us how awful and worthless we were. Literally. Why is it not turning? Okay.
Listen to you.
I mean, we literally had people tell us we were just awful and terrible.
I don't feel that way. I don't know why you'd be watching if you feel that way.
We're just trying to get constructive criticism, and I know the audio wasn't the best, but we just started.
That's part of why we want people to comment so much, is so they can tell us what we need to do to improve
and we have to
make
build
the videos better.
We have to build our funding up, people. We can't just start and be rich right off the top.
You've already spent a bunch of more money than
I've already spent $3,000 on all of this combined.
Yeah, with both channels and everything.
And I'm working hard at it. And I told, I've had stuff where I told people, this is what we're trying to do. We did this. Well, you just aren't working very hard. We don't take breaks.
No, we post every day. We're going on vacation, still not technically, we're not taking a break. We're filming extra videos.
Yeah, we film videos for when we're gone. Some people don't even do that and they still get views. So all I'm asking is just let us know what we can do to improve. Let us know what we're doing wrong. Let us know. I know the audio is not the greatest. It's going to be like that for a while. We don't have an option.
I don't think the audio is bad, but I mean that's just my opinion.
But it's not as good as somebody like maybe the Quartering or somebody that can have a microphone and like a filter in front of it that can cut out some of the reverb and all the stuff in the background, the back noise. We just don't have that, the mics that you hang over the boom mic.
Oh man.
Remember for the podcast?
I didn't know we were making an Avatar too.
Well, that's what people have.
I know.
mean, that's just what...
I know.
And we can't afford that.
Anyway. It's going to be a shorter video today.
Basically what I'm getting at is you're getting our true personality. We don't embellish things.
No, I don't find any reason to. People are going to have their opinions on what they believe and what they think, and I'm going to state my opinion, and if they disagree with it, they disagree, and if they agree, they agree, and that's how I look at it.
But what we got new today is, what's it? Well, I'll just let you get into it.
Okay, so
this is James's article.
As you know, Nintendo has dominated the handheld system since the Game Boy.
Yes.
Nobody else has made anything even close to it.
No.
Close to compete with it. Sony had the PSP for a while that was pretty good. But they're completely out of it now. The Switch is the dominant. Is it the only handheld system now? I think it might be the only handheld system.
It's the most
left.
popular, I know.
It's the most popular one by far. It's not even close.
Back in the day, you used to have things like Game Gear, Game Boy.
Yeah. But so this is a new handheld console in quotes, I guess. It's a handheld system, and it's being made by a game company called Panic. I don't know if a lot of people have heard of them. They're pretty new. They're a new publishing company.
It shows Firewatch up here, just like you said.
Yeah. They're the ones that designed Firewatch, which is a really popular indie game that a lot of people liked. It's also handling the upcoming release Untitled Goose Game, whatever that is.
I saw that, and you got on the right. You got Katamari.
Yeah, the Katamari Damacy creator is behind this idea.
Is that where you roll and collect things?
Yeah, that's where you roll and collect things, which is another really popular indie style game. And then here you see the picture, the big picture in the middle there with the A and B buttons, kind of the inside of the system.
Tell me where you're going to start reading.
If you look at the top here, well, I'm looking at the top picture now, the one where it says Playdate on it with the woman holding it. You see how small it is. And at first, on the right of it, I thought it was a cartridge, but that's the crank.
Okay.
That's something exclusive to this, is it's going to have a crank that it's going to implement in games, which is kind of interesting, kind of different. So if you go down, actually I didn't read through it, but the first two little paragraphs here right below that picture, I was just kind of reading through those and then talking about who Panic is, and that's where I kind of got the Nintendo owning the.
Well, see, I'm reading where it says one of these is Crankin's Time Travel Adventure.
Okay, so you're down there. Okay, yeah, I'll start there. I'll
Okay.
start on the paragraph above it. The playdate includes a control pad, an A and B button, 2.7-inch black and white high-resolution screen.
Yep.
2.7-inch, I'm trying to think of, in my head, how big that would be. About like that, maybe.
Yeah, it's not very big.
A white high-resolution screen. Wi-Fi, which comes in almost everything now.
Mm-hmm.
Bluetooth, which is cool.
Yes.
I'm wondering if, with the implementation of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, that there's going to be some way to connect this to like the smart TVs and play it on the smart TV screen. That would be
Kind of
something
like the
cool.
Switch.
Yeah, kind of like the Switch. USB port, rechargeable battery, headphone jack, and then the crank, like we were talking about. The crank puts a whole new spin on games, and some titles will even use the crank exclusively. One of these is Crankin's Time Travel Adventure, a game created by Keita Takahashi, so it's Japanese. Okay, he's the one that created Katamari Damacy. Other designers include Zach Gage, Ridiculous Fishing, Bennett Foddy, VVVVVV,
Is Foddy the one that made
Quap, and Ape Out.
Oh, Bennett Foddy, I think, is the one that made that. What in that infuriating game where you're in that, getting over it. I think
I
he's
don't
the
know if I've
one.
ever heard of that.
I think he's made it. Markiplier played it. Dashie played it.
So
was
is it
the most-
like a little, what am I trying to say?
It's a PC game,
It's like, oh, so it's like an indie game designed for the PC.
and it's it was one of the most frustrating. You were in a pail, and you used a pickaxe, and you had to swing and climb up a giant scale all the
Oh,
way to the
wow,
top.
okay.
And if you fell, you would fall all the way back down to the beginning of the level sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
And so it was
And
infuriating.
then Sean Inman, who created The Last Rocket. So as you can see, they're getting some smaller developers, which makes sense with this game. The biggest one is probably the Katamari Damacy developer. And it makes sense to get guys that design games like that for this system because the
Yes.
screen's so small.
It's like indie style. So this is like an indie
This is like
developer.
an indie developer type collaboration, which is really cool. I mean,
Yes.
you always want those people to get out there. And I know, like I said, I know Firewatch was really popular. And
Yes.
then below those two, you see there's some pictures of, I guess, how the games are going to kind of look.
We're talking about with the like robot type.
Yeah,
of
with the
thing.
robot thing, and then below that, it just shows the actual console.
And then it goes into the 12 games.
And that, yeah, right below that in the paragraph, it kind of goes into how the games are going to work. It's included with the hardware is a game service. Playdate users will receive 12 games over 12 weeks. It doesn't specify in this article how you're going to get them. I guess considering it has Wi-Fi connection, I don't know if it's going to be like digital type download or if it's going to have like actual cartridges. It doesn't specify that. But 12 games over 12 weeks, so they're going to be. I'm assuming they're probably designing the games ahead of time, but it still seems like like we said, it's going to be smaller games, more indie style games, and it even specifies they're going to range from short games, long games, experimental to traditional games. Panic promises it's not going to end there. They said there's more to come. Playdate is alive with possibilities and surprises, future games, and new ways to make them. We'll have even more to talk about at launch. And then it talks about the price. As for the price, it's going to cost about $150.
Which I think is a little.
And that will include the first 12 games. Now, it does seem kind of high to me.
Especially for what's out there already.
Depending on. See, it depends on how many game of each type they release. If they release like 6 long games and then 6 maybe shorter games, I think the price isn't that bad.
Here's my concern. You see the picture up here with the robot and the flower?
Yeah.
It's kind of grainy looking. It's like an old Game Boy style.
Yeah.
So are people willing to spend $150 for? Now I don't want to down it already.
No, we're
But
wait and see what it's like.
Yes, but my question is, are people willing to spend $150 for games that look just like this?
And they're.
With
I know
what's already out there.
I know they're new games, but they're still retro style looking games. That game is. Now I don't know how some of the others are going to look. They say it's a high resolution screen. So I don't know if that means that there's going to be better graphics on certain games. You are right, though. $150 does seem kind of high. Like I said, it depends on the games they release and the length of the games. If they release 6 long games and then 6 shorter games, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Let me put it this way: is anybody in a competitive market? You have to go out there and you have to make yourself unique, which they did.
I'll give them credit for that. They did do something different.
But you also have to compete with the style of games that are already out there.
Yeah.
And at $150, are people willing to not do that, or are people going to go out and pre-order a new game, get Borderlands 3, get
True, they could pre-order
a new
3
PC
brand
game.
new games, $60 games. And I mean, it's a little bit more expensive than $150, but that's 3 AAA titles.
Unless you get used.
Yeah, unless you get used, yeah, you're right. But I'm just saying.
So you get 2 brand new games like a used game.
Yeah, for the same price. So
with better graphics and better gameplay.
I'll give them credit. I'll give them credit. They're doing stuff they're doing something different. They're taking a chance. They probably know that.
That is a good point. They are taking a chance.
They probably know that.
And they do know that it's very unique. I like the design of it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I like it's real slick.
It's easy to transport. Now,
It's
I will
small,
say,
easy to transport.
it's easy to transport. Now, that is a plus for it. You can take it on trips. You can
Take it anywhere,
You
yeah.
take it anywhere.
Now, something this might be really good for, and they might think about getting into the future, depending on the types of games they're developing. This could be a really good idea for to market to younger people.
Yes.
To children.
Yes.
Like you said, because when they go on trips, they can take it. It's easy to transport. 2 buttons with the crank, so I guess 3 buttons technically. So it's easy to figure out the style of game and how to play it. It reminds me a lot of the old Game Boy, and I was a fan of the old Game Boys. So they're doing something different. I'll give them credit for that. They're trying something out, see if it works, and then you just got to wait and see if people are willing to spend the money on it.
Now, the games could be good.
The games could be good. You never know.
It could really sit well with a lot of kids, especially when they go on trips.
Yes. Well, as I was saying, I think this is definitely good for the younger market.
Camera shut off. That's why.
Camera shut off, so there was a cut there. One other, there's no article on it. It's just something I'm going to mention real fast, something I found. Mortal Kombat 11. It's the first game since Guitar Hero 3, so 2010, to lead all major consoles in sales. It led PC, PS4, and Xbox One. So that was just something kind of an interesting fact I found. And I know you played Mortal Kombat 11.
I guess the controversy didn't hurt it.
I guess not. That was all we had for today.
But anyway, guys,
Something random on there.
if you like our content, leave us a like. It's always appreciated. Subscribe to our content. That really helps.
Yeah.
Tell
us what we can do better.
Yes. In the comment section down below, give us some suggestions.
And be honest. Don't be afraid. We're not going to get mad. Just don't be afraid to tell us what you think we need to do better. It doesn't matter what it is.
No, but don't just give us some vague criticism well, it's, it's just bad.
Yeah. Tell us.
Now, what does that mean?
Tell us if it's our personalities, how we come off, if it's the thumbnail or the titles or the audio quality or the video quality, anything. I don't care what it is. Just tell us. Just be honest and tell us what it is.
But we appreciate your views. We
Yeah.
appreciate you watching, and we hope you tune in next time. And
Yep.
you'll have a good day.
Have a good day.